to Coolidge. They couldn't do it, but they do get a jump ball. Troy continued to be very aggressive on defense, even though they've already committed 5 fouls this quarter. They're a deep team. They certainly are a deep team, so they can afford to commit fouls, provided the depth of the bench is capable of production on the court. There's a three-point shot that misses, and it seems like our 1,000th jump ball tonight. But another jump ball, and this one goes to the Hornets. Wellsboro on a 9-0 run after being down 8-2. Cavanaugh gets it over to Coolidge. Coolidge tried to go coast to coast and dip it off. And yes, another jump ball. And this one goes to Troy. Kind of wish we were keeping track of how many jump balls we've had so far, because we've had a ton of them here in the first 6 minutes of the game tonight. If they would all been fouls, both teams would be in the bonus by now. Working it outside to Taylor. Long jump shot by Taylor. Oh! The bank is open tonight for a three-point shot. Sydney Taylor, trifecta time. And we're even at 11. Bailey Monk's shot no good. Bailey gets the rebound and Bailey scores. So Wellsboro answers right back to take a 13-11 lead. Three-point shot off the rim by Matthews. And now we have another jump ball. And this possession looks like it's going to go towards Wellsboro. Back in the game for the Hornets comes Sarah Mosier. And another substitution. It looks like Burnett is going to be allowed into the game right now. And Bailey Monks is going to get a little bit of a rest. 58 seconds to go. Coach Davis says, let's give Bailey a little breather. Here's Cavanaugh. She loses it. And Troy gets the steal. 47 seconds to go. They look to tie or take the lead. Good ball movement by the Trojans on this possession, driving right into the lane and flipping up a nice running one-hander with Sydney Taylor. She's got 5. In fact, Taylor and Matthews are the only ones who've scored. They've got 5 and 8 respectively. A ball knocked away, and it looked like it went off of the foot of Bailey Johnson. Or not Bailey Johnson, McKenna Matthews. And Troy continues with a pretty aggressive all-court press. But breaking it is Mosier. She gets it to Boyce, but Kaya can't get that short jumper to fall. And Troy now can take the lead at the end of the quarter. 7 seconds to go. Time for one last shot. Here's the three-point attempt that will go off the rim. And the first quarter ends right where it started, a tie game. And it's tied at 13 apiece. Troy jumped out to the 8-2 lead after Wellsboro scored first, and then after that, seesawed our way to 13 apiece after Wellsboro went on a run that produced an 11-2 lead. Again, more basketball tomorrow as we'll have the game between Canton and North Penn Mansfield boys. That should be a pretty good ball game. North Penn Mansfield's as hot as anybody right now. 8-5 on the season. They've won 8 out of their last 9, but Canton's not a team you can take lightly. They've lost some very close games. They had Troy on the ropes a week ago and just fell short there. They had a tough game with Athens, so Canton can play. So we'll have that one for you at 1 o'clock tomorrow from the Tiger Den. But tonight we're at the Hornets' Nest. Ready to start quarter number 2 with Bailey Johnson in the game to pass it in. They get it over to Sydney Taylor. Taylor back out front. These teams right now 7 and 8 in the AAA standings. And there's a jump ball. Haven't had one of those in a minute and a half. But this one goes now to the Hornets. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't be calling the jump balls because they seem to be legitimate jumps. It's just a lot of players getting their hands on the basketball and tying it up. Shot there, Burnett left open. Nothing but nylon. Catherine Burnett. And if they can get Catherine on track, could be a productive night for Coach Davis and his club. Ooh, boy. Sydney Taylor likes that bank shot. Her second deposit of the night, and she's got 8 already. There's Burnett. That one's going to be off the front of the rim, but she follows her own shot, gets the rebound. Here's Boyce inside the Monks. Bailey puts it up, but the bank not open on that bank shot. And coming down with it is Olivia Call. Call gets it over to Sydney Taylor. Driving into the lane, and we got to travel. Ball back to the Hornets. Reminder once again at halftime tonight, we'll have the pleasure of talking to Mr. Ed Weaver, who's Mr. District 4 Sports, and he'll give us a rundown on some of the playoff possibilities coming up, and possibly talk to him, Ed, about some extensions of the regular season that I believe some of the teams that aren't in the playoffs are going to have. There's a shot that Burnett puts up, and that doesn't go. And here comes Troy once again with Sydney Taylor. Taylor being picked up at half court by Boyce. Working over to Olivia Call. And there's a tip by Burnett. Here goes Boyce coast to coast, but good pursuit, and they knock it out of bounds on her. Coming into the game now again is Zimmerman. She's got 2 fouls, and Cavanaugh comes in, and now we do take a timeout, but we don't take timeouts here on Blue Ridge. And we'll stay with you, and want to always say hi to some of our good fans that we know are watching tonight. Sally, we know that you're watching the Hornets tonight, as you do when the Mansfield Tigers are on, and you got a doubleheader, Sally, tomorrow. So enjoy. Linda and Lyle, thanks for being tuned in tonight from Blossburg, and Tom McNamara. You might even be tuning in tonight on Blue Ridge as well, getting ready for your game tomorrow, watching your grandson Carson play against Canton. 5:54 to go here in the first half. Wellsboro made a good rally after that 8-2 deficit, and since then we've pretty much been on a seesaw as we've been going back and forth. Again, if the Hornets win tonight, 15% off your dine-in or carry-it-out order for the rest of the evening tonight and on Saturday, all-day Saturday. Compliments of your Wellsboro Pizza Hut. Burnett ready to inbound for Wellsboro. Gets it into Coolidge. Coolidge hits the lane, but has her pass knocked away, and there's going to be a foul on Cavanaugh. It's only the second foul of the game on Wellsboro. Troy had 5 fairly early. Troy's gone, well, they had 5 in the first quarter, so they've gone the full second quarter without any fouls. Bailey Johnson kicking it out to Sydney Taylor. Three-point shot from the perimeter, no good, but getting the rebound, putting it back up is Kingsley. That doesn't go, but they still keep it alive. Here's Kingsley again. Bailey Monk stands her ground and blocks the shot. And they get it down to Mosier. Back over to Boyce, to Kavanaugh. Bringing it back out front. Boyce thought about the shot, doesn't take it. Mosier, Boyce. Kavanaugh, they've worked the perimeter. Now they work it right in. Nice pass from Kavanaugh to Monks. Abby Kavanaugh's playing a nice game tonight, coming in off the bench for the Hornets, and Wellsboro gets back ahead by 1. Olivia Call working it into Kingsley. Three-pointer from the top of the key won't go. And then McCauley makes sure it's a one and done for the Trojans. Here goes Coolidge. She goes right in, and that shot goes off the rim. No good. And we have a foul called, and it looks like a little frustration foul after missing the shot. Coolidge came in a little too strong trying to get the rebound, and she commits her first foul, third team foul. Kaya Boyce back in, and now coming back in is McKenna Matthews. She's got 8 points already for Troy. Shot there, doesn't go. Monks tries to fight for the rebound. Jump ball possession belongs to Wellsboro. Kavanaugh misses the three-pointer, and Troy makes sure it's just a one-and-done possession as Taylor gets it in, kicking it across court to McKenna Matthews. Back over to Taylor. Driving in, putting the shot off the board, no good, and then follow up by Kingsley and a jump ball. How about that? Coach McNeil working hard down on the Troy sideline there. Open shot misses everything that time by Matthews. But Wellsboro had the rebound, but it trickled out of bounds, and here comes Troy. They'll get another shot to take the lead. Jump shot there, and that goes in, two-pointer, but Sydney Taylor, she's got 10 points already. She's got 10. Matthews has 8 of the Troy 18. Ball knocked away, and Emma Coolidge just ripped it right away. Big play there. Coolidge tries on the reverse layup. It won't fall. Kaya Boyce gets the rebound, and we do have another jump ball, and this goes to the Hornets this time. As jump balls have not been a scarce item tonight. Here's Bailey. Monks moves right in. She's going to try a reverse layup. That doesn't go either. So, and now Bailey almost got a foul call there as she tried to salvage the play, but Troy gets it. There's a three-point shot. Perfect. Lining that one up and scoring is Hannah Zimmerman. And that's the 5th trifecta tonight for Troy. Troy living on the three-point shot. Oh, there's a shot that goes up, no good. Mosier fought for the rebound, but that one up pretty hard. Olivia Call back in. That basket before by Zimmerman was the first basket tonight for somebody for Troy whose name isn't Taylor or Matthews. And Troy now is forged ahead by 4 with 2:27 to go. Bank shot doesn't go. Rebound there. Fighting for it is Kaya Boyce. And we have a jump ball call. Here's Kavanaugh. She moves it in, puts it up. Nice shot by Abby Kavanaugh. Nothing but nylon, and she cuts it to 2. Here goes Zimmerman. Zimmerman, and losing the ball out of bounds is Olivia Call. Working it over to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's three-pointer draws minimal iron and goes out of bounds. So the ball goes back to the Trojans. 21-19. It was 13-13 at the quarter. Shot misses there. Fighting for the rebound, missing it, and getting it back is Mosier. Here comes Mosier. Into the front court to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh works it to Monks. Monks puts it up, no good. Bailey crashing for the rebound. And a jump ball, or is there a foul? Nope, we got a jump ball, surprise. And it goes back to the Trojans. Bailey Monks will come out, probably for the remainder of the second quarter. Here's Rachel Kingsley. Three-point shot. That goes off the rim by Kingsley. Working it back outside. There's a three-point shot that goes. 3 more for Matthews. And right now it's a 5-point lead for the Trojans with 32 seconds to go. Wellsboro would love a basket before the half. They're not going to get it that way, but Monks saves the rebound, gets it to Kavanaugh. Working it back outside to Boyce. 20 seconds left in the half. 5-point lead for Troy. Wellsboro love to cut into that with a 2 or 3 of their own. 13 seconds left, and Kavanaugh goes into the lane, and she's going to get a travel call. And you got to be careful now because Troy, with their propensity for three-point shots, they got 7 seconds to launch another one. But not that way, as a long down-court pass for Olivia Cole doesn't go. And now Wellsboro will have 4.6 seconds to go. And Coach Davis says, well, we got 4 seconds left. Let's not just throw it in and heave it up from half court. Let's see if we can't get a play. So they're going to work on a play call here. 4.6 seconds to go. 18 of the 24 points tonight for Troy have come off three-pointers. Three-point basket really has been their friend tonight. Contrast that to Wellsboro, who does not have a three-pointer. So 4.6, here we go. Well, we do get a half-court heave. And that is the end of the first half with the score at halftime. There, Troy scored 11 points in that quarter. Wellsboro was held to 6. So the score is 24-19, 5-point lead for the Hornets. And so it's 24-19. We're going to be joined in just a second by Ed Weaver, the guru of District 4 sports. I think right now that is a fair moniker to give the gentleman. And we'll see what we can find out about the whole District 4 playoff situation, as well as Ed's wonderful website that he has out there. If you are into District 4 basketball, with some of the dearth of information we're getting now, other ways, definitely getting the information out is important. And Ed Weaver, thank you for stopping by and being with us here at halftime.
Happen to be in the building, so thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You're quite welcome. Now, Ed, just explain your website a little bit and what the average basketball fan or wrestling fan or District 4 high school fan can find on it.
Well, Circle W Sports tries to take an approach of collegiate and professional websites and bring them to the high school level. So we want to be able to provide the same amount of information that like the Big Ten Conference provides about their athletic programs. So that's what we're looking to do. So far, it's been really well. It's been a busy winter season, and yeah, I mean we just want to provide the best amount of information. Not only to fans and parents, but media outlets and organizations as well.
Now, how do you get? I'm just curious, Ed. Do the schools report to you the scores? How do you pick up all the
They
scores?
do, yeah. It's kind of a mixture of things. So we have a power rankings website where if you notice the district basketball standings, all the athletic directors are responsible for putting in their scores on a nightly basis. So we get a lot of scores from there. We get a lot of scores emailed to us, and we spend a lot of time on Twitter each night
Okay.
trying to get as many scores as we can so we can provide the accurate roundups that we do.
Well, I imagine this year, in addition, obviously, games that are postponed with COVID, with the weather being the way it is, sometimes probably hard to keep track of who's playing and where.
Crazy, and even just the last couple of weeks, with the weather that we've had, with all the postponements there. I know just today, the Liberty and Wyalusing boys game kind of went back and forth. I think there was like four or five changes in like 2 hours, so it was kind of difficult to keep track of all that. It's been a little hard at times to try to keep up with all the changes that have been going on due to our situation, but it definitely keeps you on your toes, I'll say that.
Now, as we get closer to the playoffs, now the playoffs will start the first week of March.
Yeah, correct. Yep, the district deadline to have all the games completed is next Saturday. Then the playoff brackets will be released next Sunday afternoon. And then, yeah, I believe either that following Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere right around in there. So that first week of March is when we'll be seeing districts. And then the district finals will be looking like that second weekend. So I think it's the 11th through the 13th there.
Okay. Now, as far as the districts are concerned, for the fans, except for the championship games that I guess are at Williamsport High School, they're going to be played at the higher seed
Yes.
of the schools.
Yeah, so it'll just be like the opening rounds up until the championship. So you won't have the neutral site games once you get into the semifinals or quarterfinals like we've had in the past, and that's just to limit number of sites used.
Now, obviously, since we're here in Wellsboro tonight, a couple things, and you had mentioned the one thing to me. I guess we'll start with the girls. Now, you said the girls are the seventh-seeded team.
Right now, the Wellsboro girls are the eighth. It's actually
Eighth-seeded team.
Troy is the seventh, so they have a little bit better record. They're coming in at 5-8. Wellsboro 3-6. If the Hornets can pull this out here in the second half, they might not jump Troy, but they at least inch closer. 10 games, you have to play minimum of 10 games this year to qualify for postseason, so we're right on that bubble. And,
Okay.
yeah, I know the district has a 500 or better policy for postseason play, so they'll need to win out. I think 3 out of their last 4, I think, is what it is to try and get to 500.
Okay, so that's a key point that you just made. So they have to have at least a 500 record in order to be in the districts. Now, will the team that's ranked ninth then be moved into the 8th spot, or do you know how many other schools have a similar policy?
Well, in triple A, I don't know how many schools. It's a district by district
Okay.
decision.
Okay.
On just what their policy is for athletics. There's only 9 teams in the triple A girls this cycle. So Columbia Montour Tech is the 9th seed, but they're 0-11.
Oh, okay.
Mathematically rolled out for postseason contention. So probably if we don't end up going, it would be the top 7 and your first round seed would get that bye.
Okay, got you there. Now, in the boys bracket now, a couple tough losses for Coach Adams' club here over the last week. Buzzer beaters there at Northeast Bradford, as well as a buzzer beater at Troy. Now, what's the current ranking now for the Hornets boys team?
Wellsboro boys are in 5th, just below South Williamsport, who they play tonight down at South Williamsport. But they're securely in the top 5, in the top 8, rather. other. Mount Carmel is just below us at the 6th seed, and then North Penn Mansfield's hanging in right around at 7 after beating Sayre earlier this week.
Yes,
So,
right, yeah.
A couple more wins should propel, the Hornet boys up to maybe, the 3rd or the 4th, hopefully.
Well, that'd be wonderful if they could get a home game. Now, if nothing changed, who would they play in the first round?
Right now, you'd have South Williamsport with a 4-5.
Oh, and that's who the boys are playing tonight.
Yeah. I know Chris Massey attended the St. John Newman South Williamsport game earlier in the week, and one of his tweets was, could be a potential, matchup with Wellsboro here in the next couple weeks, and he predicted, it could be a very good one. So, we'll see how things shake out tonight. We'll see how things shake out over the next week. I know it's going to be a busy next few days of basketball here with the weather and games getting postponed and trying to get, all of them and to count towards the districts. I think Wyalusing boys are playing twice on Saturday just alone.
Oh, really?
Games in.
Oh, wow.
I believe it's either the boys or the girls, one of the two.
I don't. Well, maybe that is the girls because the girls are playing. We have that game on Blue Ridge tomorrow night, but we were told it's a sliding start time. That it might start as early. Basically, it was when the girls get there is when we'll start the game.
They play Canton at 1 o'clock in Canton, and then once the game's over.
Okay. Okay. All right.
It's this weekend, not next.
Okay.
Sorry about that. But teams are just trying to get in as much as they can. To, like I said, to count towards that district. Their district seeding, make sure they have all their games in that were originally scheduled. And it's been a mess so far this year, but hats off to everybody that's been persevering and making this happen. It's I know it means a lot to these kids to the parents to get.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Now, one other quick point, Ed. Is it true? The other rumor I've heard was that for teams that don't make the districts, or maybe even losing a game in the first round, they're going to be able to play like regular season games as long as the districts are going on.
PIAA's allowed them to play.
Kind of like what football did, I guess.
I know PIAA allowed 2 extra regular season games to go on if you didn't qualify for postseason. I'm not exactly sure the number of games that basketball is going to be allowed to, whether it's 1 or whether it's 2. I know some teams in the district that are either on the bubble or not in.
Right.
Have kind of scheduled games for that first week of March.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
So I would say that first week of March there, maybe expect a couple more games if teams are willing and they still.
Sure. A good practice for next season, and maybe too a team that lost their last couple games, a chance to maybe end the season on a high note. Now, we don't have a lot of time, Ed, but you also, I know you're well involved. I see a lot of your posts there on the wrestling too. That's going on. We don't want to slight our wrestling fans there. What's the latest there with District 4 Wrestling?
Well, the district tournament is this Saturday, so tomorrow afternoon tomorrow all day rather, down in Williamsport. Sectionals were last weekend. Still waiting on word for the team tournament and team duels, but I know PIAA at their steering meeting, board of directors meeting earlier in the week made some announcements regarding wrestling the team state tournament, so we should be getting information about that fairly soon. So we'll see, but good luck to all the wrestlers tomorrow competing at Williamsport for District 4.
And real quick, Ed, the website once again?
My website's circlewsports.com, and then for anything in PIAA District 4, it's PIAAD4.net, and then NTLsports.com for everything Northern Tier League.
You've got it. Thank you so much, Ed. Ed Weaver, who is the guru right now of District 4 sports. If you need to know something, corner Ed, and he'll give you that information. Thanks, Ed. We're here for the third quarter now, and we're going to bring you up to speed as to where we're at. 24-19 in favor of Troy, and Wellsboro quickly comes down to make it 24-21. Wellsboro was down 2-0. They then took an 8-2 lead, and then Troy went on a run to reestablish the lead, build up a 5-point lead at 24-19. Now Wellsboro gets the first basket of the third quarter to make us 24-21. For Troy, they've already hit 6 3-pointers in the game. That's what really has propelled Troy to the lead with 6 3-pointers. Working it around is Burnett. She gets it back off. No good. Kaya Boyce tries for the rebound, and it ticks out of bounds for Wellsboro, and Troy will get it. Three-point shot there, misses. Rebound comes down to Burnett. And Catherine almost lost the ball, but Coolidge saves it, gets it over to Boyce. And Boyce can't control the inbounds pass. And as Ed Weaver was telling us before, a crucial game for the girls because district policy means Wellsboro needs to finish 500 or better on the season. So they're a couple games under. So these can be critical games to nail down a district spot. Long three-pointer. They've been hot there already, Troy, but they missed that one. And coming back down with it is Boyce. Boyce gets it over to Coolidge. Coolidge to Boyce, and Kaya didn't see that one coming. And ripping it off there was McKenna Matthews. She's got 11 points. Her and Sydney Taylor have scored all but one basket tonight for Troy. 6:09 to go. 24-19 was the score. Wellsboro with the only basket this quarter. And Boyce out front now comes Matthews. Jump shot there does not go by Burnett, and Boyce gets the jump ball. For those that weren't with us in the first half, jump balls have been the order of the game. We're probably, I'm not exaggerating, that was probably at least our 25th jump ball of the contest. Not saying they shouldn't be called jump balls, but it just has been a plethora of jump balls this evening. Nice feed inside, but there's a little traveling music as Rachel Kingsley picked up her pivot foot there and walked. So right now the seal on the Troy basket this quarter. The Wellsboro basket has been loosened a little bit off the shot by Boyce, but or not Boyce, by Coolidge, but other than that, that's been the only 2 points scored in quarter number 3. Kavanaugh kicking it out. Now they try to get it inside, and it's almost stolen away, and we have another jump ball call, and this one goes to the Hornets. So good anticipation there by Troy to get in there and knock the ball away. And now Coach Davis will call a timeout, so we'll bring you up to speed on the scoring in the game right now. Catherine Burnett, 2 points for Wellsboro. Abby Kavanaugh, 2. 6 points for Bailey Monks, 4 for Kaya Boyce, and 7 for Emma Coolidge. For the Trojans, 3 points for Hannah Zimmerman, 10 points for Sydney Taylor, 11 points for McKenna Matthews. No one in the game in any significant foul trouble. In fact, the only girl with more than 1 foul is Hannah Zimmerman for Troy, and she has 2 fouls. So fouls should not be a factor in the end result of the game. Once again, we have a doubleheader tomorrow for you. At 1 o'clock, it'll be the Canton boys and the North Penn Mansfield boys at 1. And then later that afternoon, we're thinking 5 o'clock, maybe 5:30, maybe 4:45, who knows. We will have a second game, and that'll be the Wyalusing girls and the North Penn Mansfield girls. And the reason that second game start time is so fluid is the fact that Wyalusing is actually playing a doubleheader tomorrow. They're playing the Canton girls at 1 o'clock in Canton, then busing up to Mansfield after that for the game with North Penn Mansfield. So 2 away games tomorrow for Wyalusing as teams, try to get as many games in that are on their schedule that they can. Here's Boyce with her shot. That doesn't go, but Coolidge saves the day with a rebound. Works it back to Kavanaugh, and they kick it around Riley Boyce. Riley Boyce puts her shot up, and she's fouled on the play. And that's going to go against Sydney Taylor, her first. So Wellsboro was 6 of 7 in the first half in foul shooting. So and while Troy's hit the three-pointers, Wellsboro's got the foul shots. But they missed that one as Boyce's shot comes up empty. Second shot coming for Boyce. Perfect. Riley's got one, and we're up at the 24-22 here in the third quarter. 4:38 to go. Glad you're with us on the Blue Ridge Cable Network and, of course, the Wellsboro streaming service. Again, they work it around the perimeter. Jump shot taken by by Sydney Taylor, and Sydney Taylor gets her ball to fall, and she now has 12 in the game. Between Matthews and Taylor, they've controlled the scoring, all but one three-pointer. That three-pointer went to Hannah Zimmerman. Boyce left open, takes the shot and scores. Riley Boyce, mid-range jumper. And it's a two-point game, 26-24 as Riley Boyce hits the mid-range jump shot. Here is Sydney Taylor. They work it over to Katie Lackey. Lackey's shot doesn't go. Wellsboro can tie or take the lead. Riley Boyce left open there, but Riley does not shoot the three. Works it inside to Boyce. Boyce tied up. She's able to get it out, though. They work it over to a mid-range jumper for Kavanaugh. She can't hit it, but Coolidge gets the rebound. Emma gets it back to Kavanaugh now, gives a head fake, and puts it up, and the ball wedged into the rim in the backboard, and we need another basketball to retrieve that one. And so that would be a jump ball situation. In this case, the ball goes back to Troy. Back into the front court comes Matthews. A nice pump fake there, but Taylor can't get it to fall. Rebound comes down to Rachel Kingsley, and she's fouled. And this foul will be against Ty Boyce, her first. Wellsboro in no foul trouble whatsoever, as Rachel Kingsley has her first foul shots. And by our unofficial count, that's the first foul shot tonight for Troy. Kingsley looks to make it a 4-point game. Misses that shot, and the ball comes down to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh getting the most playing time we've seen her get in any game this season. Nice flip out, and the shot there, the good ball moves. They flip it out to Sarah Mosier, and Mosier gets it to fall, and Wellsboro trails by only one. Good ball moving by the Hornets on that possession, and there's a breakup by Boyce. Comes down to Coolidge. Coolidge kicks it off. She gets it to Mosier. Shot goes around the rim and does not fall for Sarah Mosier. Oh, nice move there, but not getting the ball into fall was Hannah Zimmerman. Kavanaugh thought about it, didn't shoot it, and Boyce has it blocked away, and nice block, and then it ricocheted right off a Troy player right back to Lackey, and they worked the ball into Kingsley, and Rachel Kingsley scored, and the 1-point game becomes a 3-point game. Here's Riley Boyce. Nice ball movement again. They get it out, but missing that shot badly. That time was Mosier. But Emma Coolidge follows up to get the jump ball call. Nice play by Coolidge, tracking the play. And Bailey Monks comes racing back in for Boyce, giving Kaya a little break. And Wellsboro down 3 with the ball. Chance to tie or cut it to 1. Mosier, cross-court pass. Working it into Bailey Monks. Bailey puts it up and in after their feed from Kavanaugh. Bailey Monks back on, and she scores. And we got a 1-point game here at the Hornets' Nest on this Friday night. Nice pass into Kingsley. Kingsley has lost the ball, and it goes right out of bounds, and maintaining possession will be Troy basketball. And a travel on Kingsley as she worked her way into the lane. Coach McNeil kind of thought there was a foul there, but they're saying the travel actually happened before the foul. And she was hit as she got into the lane, but she traveled before that. Here's Kavanaugh. They work it back outside, back again to Kavanaugh. Long cross-court pass. Shot there by Mosier. That doesn't fall. And Troy comes down with it with 29 seconds to play in the third quarter. Sydney Taylor. Ball tipped away. Here comes Riley Boyce. 6 seconds to go. Boyce cut off, goes in, misses the shot though, and it tips out of bounds with 9/10 of a second to go. So Wellsboro will have a chance to take the lead with 9/10 of a second, but obviously it's going to be a catch and shoot, and the ball goes off of Coolidge's hands, and there will not be a catch and shoot situation there. So in that quarter, Wellsboro scores 9 points. And only 5 points scored for Troy in that quarter. So it's a 1-point game going to quarter number 4. 3 points now for Riley Boyce, 2 for Catherine Burnett, 2 for Abby Kavanaugh, 2 for Sarah Mosier, 7 for Emma Coolidge, 8 for Bailey Monks, and 4 for Kaya Boyce. For the leading Troy Trojans, 3 points for Hannah Zimmerman, 3 points for Rachel Kingsley, and then 12 points for Sydney Taylor and 11 points for McKenna Matthews, as it's been the Matthews and Taylor show. So we should have a great fourth quarter for you tonight. Fasten your seatbelts for this fourth quarter. It's a 1-point game. Getting it outside. Here goes Kingsley. Kingsley's shot does not go in, and they fight for the rebound with a jump ball. Coolidge being hounded there by Johnson. Oh, nice pass to Bailey Monks. Bailey was in full flight. Doesn't get to go, and she hits the court hard, and Bailey may have twisted her ankle there, and that's certainly not going to be good for Wellsboro. You can't lose a player with the talents of Bailey Monks, and Bailey just landed hard on her ankle, and it appears her ankle, and she is certainly in some discomfort there. So we certainly hope everything will be fine for Bailey, but that's a key loss for Wellsboro. Bailey being helped up now. Hopefully it's one of those you can walk off. She's walking very gingerly, and certainly a nice round of applause as Bailey limps to the bench, and they'll obviously have to take a look at the ankle. But certainly now the task for the Hornets becomes so much greater. You're losing your top rebounder, one of your top rebounders with her and Kaya Boyce. You're losing your leading scorer on the night. So So it looks like a little confusion on whose ball it is, but they're saying underneath the basket it will be Troy basketball. So the predicament for Wellsboro gets a little deeper without Bailey, as they're looking at her foot right now. And we certainly hope, if not tonight, she can be back for Wellsboro's next game, which I believe is Monday night here against the North Penn Mansfield girls. Long three-point shot doesn't go. Offensive board, so you might see more offensive rebounds now for Troy with Bailey Monks out of the game. So they get the offensive rebound, and they work it back out to Bailey Johnson. Johnson being covered by Sydney Taylor, and the ball knocked away and out of bounds, and it goes to the Hornets. Good defense. Here comes Coolidge. Coolidge right into the light. Nice flip pass to Boyce, but Kaya misses the short-range shot. And here comes Troy, and they lay it right in. Nice play there, and that's Hannah Zimmerman. She's got 5 points now. And the lead up 3. Cavanaugh, nice pass in there. Cavanaugh, but another short shot that the Hornets cannot convert on. Back-to-back possessions where Wellsboro was set up nice, but they couldn't get the ball to drop in the basket. Shot there does not go, but another offensive rebound, as they really are feeling the pinch for not having Monks in the game. They've gotten several offensive rebounds now, and there they get another offensive rebound, and it does result then in a jump ball call. And with 6:05 to go, we'll get a timeout on Troy. Troy timeout. And that's a 60-second timeout. We do want to go over the girls' scores from last evening, especially in the NTL. It was Troy 49, Williamson 30. Towanda beat Wyalusing 58-39 as Wyalusing starts their busy weekend. Other scores is Sullivan County crushed Benton 54-16. Southern Columbia easily defeated Montoursville 67-44. Athens, missed that one there. Athens beat Canton easily 58-21. The league leader in the division, it was Bloomsburg easily defeating Millville 48-34. It was Lewisburg 49, Central Mountain 39, South Williamsport in a very low scoring game. 25-15 was the final score on that one. Bucktail edged Kawaneski Valley 40-39. It was Williamsport 58, Danville 28, Lords Regional 40, and Tri-Valley had 30. Compliments once again of Ed Weaver and District 4 Sports. Kaya Boyce comes up with a nice steal there. That was a big one. Wellsboro down by 3 with 5:54 to go. They need to find who will be the offensive star here. Here goes Boyce into the middle. She loses it. Now we have a jump ball call, and this one goes to the Hornets. Only 3 fouls called this half, 2 on Wellsboro, 1 on Troy, so nobody individually in foul trouble and nobody ready for a one-on-one. Coolidge blows by, and Emma misses the driving layup. So Wellsboro's had some good looks at the basket, but on 3 possessions here in the fourth quarter, they were unable to convert them. Coolidge blew by her defender, but couldn't get the ball to drop in. Wellsboro now needs to play tight defense because offense could be at a premium. Here's Sydney Taylor getting the ball back. 5 minutes left in the game. Nice pass inside. They work it over to Rachel Kingsley. There's a 3-point shot. That won't go, and it bounces high up and off the stanchion and out of bounds. So missed opportunity for the Trojans. Wellsboro gets the ball back down by 3 in this fourth quarter of girls basketball on a Friday night. And I guess Coach, I think they're calling a question whether there was a timeout call or not. And Wellsboro will get a full timeout call here, a 60-second timeout. That'll give us a chance to look over the large number of boys' scores from last night in District 4 and in the NTL. Well, actually, this is from Wednesday night, I should say, with so many games postponed last night. But Troy defeated Wellsboro 60-57. Tough loss for the Hornets in that one. They battled back. They took the lead late in the game, and then a trifecta from Troy took care of that one. Canton won a non-league game 55-52 over Montgomery. It was North Penn Mansfield defeating Sayre 54-40. Sayre started out red hot on the three-pointers, but before too long when that cooled, so did the offense, and North Penn Mansfield won their 8th out of 9 games for the red hot Kippy Burley squad. It was Athens 63, Towanda 51, Wyalusing all over Williamson 68-31. And a very interesting score of note, South Williamsport gave St. John Newman their first loss of the season. St. John Newman knocked from their ranks of the unbeaten. And so Liberty now, with only 1 loss, they're at the same point now that Newman is, each team with 1 loss. They got to hurry to get this ball in. And, well, it may work out in a basket. The pass went by 2 players who the pass was intended for, but Kavanaugh got it and scored. So very fortuitous play there, as the long pass definitely was not intended for Kavanaugh, but she wound up with it. And there's going to be a blocking foul on Mosier, her first. 31-30 is the score. Just inside the line, that's going to be a 2-point basket. Just inside the line was Sydney Taylor. She's got 14. And there's Coolidge going in, misses her shot, gets a follow-up to go with a foul. Emma Coolidge. She misses their first shot, but she gets a second one to go, and then there's a foul call. And it's going to be against the Trojans. And the foul is going to be against number 2, and that is Taylor, her second foul. Emma Coolidge hits the foul shot, and we're even at 33 apiece. Approaching the halfway point of quarter number 4. Here's Sydney Taylor. Oh, nice crossover move by Taylor, but Boyce knocks the ball away, and Wellsboro comes up with it. Here's Riley Boyce. Long cross-court pass to Mosier, back to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh can't shake her defender, and the pass goes off of Riley Boyce's hands and out of bounds. Good defense there by Troy on that possession. Good defense. Here's Sydney Taylor working it over to Rachel Kingsley. And going in, but having her shot blocked partially. Emma Coolidge comes up with a nice defensive play to stop Katie Lackey. And Wellsboro with 3:13 looks to take the lead. They work it into Kaya Boyce, and Boyce will be tied up on a jump ball, and it goes to Troy. So, key game for Wellsboro. They're needing to win several of these games to get to 500 to secure their spot in the district. As we heard Ed Weaver tell us that school policy, the team has to be 500. And the ball goes off of Lackey. And it gets to Zimmerman, but Zimmerman loses the ball, and now there's another jump ball call. And we may have seen more jump ball calls tonight in the last 10 games combined. But Wellsboro will take this jump. They have the possession arrow. And now it flips over to Troy on the possession arrow, but Wellsboro has the chance to take the lead. Here's Boyce, who's going to play hero for the Hornets. Here goes Boyce. Boyce left wide open, puts her shot up and in. Riley Boyce, mid-range jumper, and now another timeout is being called as Coach Davis wants now to talk over defensive strategy. So Wellsboro again missing Bailey Monks, who twisted her ankle earlier, and she's on the bench there with an ice pack on it. Training staff actually looking at it again right now, but having to play without, at the time, Bailey was the leading scorer. Since then, Emma Coolidge has become the leading scorer and has 10. But we come down to the last 2 minutes. Fasten your seatbelts. We're coming in for a landing. 35-33 Hornets with 2 minutes to play. Here's Sydney Taylor, Abby Cavanaugh. Jump shot taken there, does not go, and Boyce gets the rebound as McKenna Matthews, who's played very well tonight. She has 11 points, but she missed that one, and now there's a frustration foul on Matthews. That's only her second foul, and that's only the third team foul, so certainly. And now a full timeout being taken by Troy, so the chess match continues with 1:46 to play in a 2-point game. Looks like this is a full timeout as well. So Coach Davis, who had helped Mike Whitling on his staff at Mansfield University the last couple of years, now back at the helm of the Hornets. Of course, Coach Davis's brother Nate, the excellent women's basketball coach at Gettysburg College. Unfortunately for Nate, Gettysburg's league not playing this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but he's put some fine teams together there at Gettysburg. Here we go. Emma Coolidge gets the ball into the front court. Emma's going all the way in, misses the shot. It's going to be a foul on the floor. So Wellsboro wasn't looking to run clock. They were looking to go right for the jugular and get the next basket. So they'll have to inbound it underneath. Foul on Taylor. That's her third foul. She's the first player in the game with 3. Here's Riley Boyce. They back it in, and there's a foul, hip check there. And that one looks like it probably is on Zimmerman. And that's her third foul. So a couple players now on Troy picking up their third fouls. Or they say that's her fourth foul. I missed one on her. Fourth foul on Zimmerman. 1:37 to go. They get the ball into Kaya Boyce, works it over to Kavanaugh. Over to Riley Boyce. And there's a foul, and that's going to go against Matthews. That's her third foul, and still one more to give. And it looks like Troy right now not going for the steals. They're going for the fouls to challenge Wellsboro at the free throw line, where Wellsboro has been pretty good, 7 of 9 tonight at the charity stripe. Got to hurry to get it in. They get into Kavanaugh, and the ball knocked away by Katie Lackey. And here we go again with Burnett to inbound it. Burnett not wanting to get to Kavanaugh because she was trapped right there at the corner, but they get it out to Coolidge. And again, Troy not trying to steal the ball, but fouling to put the Hornets on the free throw line. And that foul was on Matthews, and that's her third foul. So 3 fouls on McKenna Matthews, 4 fouls on Hannah Zimmerman, and 3 on Sydney Taylor. Huge foul shots for Wellsboro. No problem for Emma Coolidge. Huge shot here. This could make it a 2-possession game. And it does. Emma Coolidge, big foul shots there. Emma's got 12. And Wellsboro, if they win this game, you can contribute it to their foul shooting tonight. They're 9 for 11 by our count in foul shooting tonight. And they now have a 4-point lead, and Coach Davis calls timeout. Got to believe these teams have burned through just about all their timeouts right now. We've had a succession of them. Well, apparently I was right. They burned through them all right. That was the last Wellsboro timeout. So they'll have to be careful if they get trapped in the corner with the ball or having trouble getting the ball in bounds. And sometimes just instinctively you try to call timeout. So that would be a technical foul. So the horn sounds. The teams come out. 1:26 to go. Wellsboro with the challenge now of stifling the three-point attempts that Troy has been successful at tonight. Here we go. And the ball knocked away from Katie Lackey, and the ball goes off of Lackey's shoulder, and Wellsboro forces the turnover and has the 4-point lead. Wellsboro girls will be playing Monday night against North Penn Mansfield right here in Wellsboro. As it appears, the girls' games in Wellsboro that night, the boys' games at North Penn High School, and we'll have that one for you. Coolidge goes down, but they don't lose the ball, and they work it up to Boyce. Boyce goes in, takes a shot, and scores! What a play by Riley Boyce, and Wellsboro leads by 6. I thought she might pull it out, but Riley went right into the hoop, and she gives Wellsboro a 6-point lead. How about that play? And that's the 4th foul on McKenna Matthews. Troy has been held to 4 points here in the 4th quarter. Riley's shot doesn't go. Almost following the rebound up was Mosier. But Riley Boyce with a nice play to make it a 6-point game. There's a miss on the part of Wellsboro. The bodies crash to the floor. And we have a jump ball. And this one will go to Troy. Coming into the game is Katie Lackey. Under a minute to play. Wellsboro with the 6-point lead. Troy's got to score quickly. And they're going to get a chance to do it at the foul line as there's a foul on Mosier. Troy's only, by our count, had one foul shot tonight. And here goes Sydney Taylor for two. Bailey Johnson waiting to check back in. First foul shot, and that bangs off the back rim. Key miss there. At this point, down 6. Wouldn't be surprised to see maybe missing on purpose. But that shot does go in. And another timeout being called. (39-34). As Troy, I believe, has one more timeout left after this one. As they'll be probably putting the all-court press on and trying to give themselves another offensive possession without too much time going off the clock. And I suspect what they've been doing is doing a lot of fouling if they don't get that initial steal. So I suspect Wellsboro will be on the line quickly here. Here's Coolidge. Coolidge almost loses it, but it ticks off out of bounds. 44 seconds, so 4 seconds went off the clock between possessions. Got to hurry, only got 5 seconds, and they do get it into Coolidge. They have numbers down court, but Emma gets it over to Boyce, and Boyce scores! Emma Coolidge to Kaya Boyce. They had the numbers there as the Troy girls were left on the other end of the court. Here's a three-point shot that doesn't go. Rebound partially blocked. Boyce gets it, and Wellsboro will go to the free throw line with a 7-point lead and only 24 seconds to go. Personal foul is going to go against Hannah Zimmerman, and she has been disqualified. That is the 5th foul on Zimmerman, and a fourth quarter surge by the Hornets is going to win this game for Bailey Monks. We thought they were in trouble when Bailey got injured, but the rest of the team picked it up in the fourth quarter. All 5 girls out there. Emma Coolidge, outstanding fourth quarter. Kaya Boyce doing alone underneath on the rebounding with Bailey out. She was effective, and right now the lead 7 with only 24 seconds to play. Everything's working right now. The bank's open as Kaya banks that one home. Everything's working for the Hornets. One more foul shot for Kaya Boyce. That one doesn't go. A tight game after 3. Wellsboro's blown it open. They've got their biggest lead of the night so far. Ball goes out of bounds. Troy is able to keep possession, but as we said, Troy's 1-point lead at the quarter has gone into an 8-point deficit now. They work it in, and getting the ball in and scoring was Rachel Kingsley. Nice play there, and there's the foul, and that's going to go against Lackey, her second. But with only 5 seconds to go in the game, Coach Davis has got to be happy as the Hornets pick up a huge victory tonight as they try to get to that 500 mark for district eligibility from the school's perspective. And Abby Cavanaugh, who's played a fine game tonight, clearly of the games we've done, the most minutes Abby's played, she gets a chance to put the final shots up and in, but she's not going to do it with that as she front rims that. Certainly no reason to foul here if you're Wellsboro. Pull way back and let them just dribble it up court. There's a point for Cavanaugh, 43-36. Wellsboro is putting a little pressure on, not sure why, but with 4 seconds to go, 3 seconds, we're going to get a half-court shot, but there's a foul before the basket. Why Wellsboro even got within 10 feet of the Troy player? Youthful exuberance, I guess. No, they're going to say the foul came after the shot. or after the horn, and the game is over. Final score 43-36. Wellsboro wins it. Huge win for the Hornets, 43-36. Here's your final scoring totals. For Troy, 5 points for Hannah Zimmerman. Then Sydney Taylor scored 14, 5 for Bailey Johnson, 7 for Rachel Kingsley, 11 early for McKenna Matthews. For the victorious Hornets, 5 points for Riley Boyce, 2 for Catherine Burnett, 5 for Abby Cavanaugh, 2 for Sarah Mosier, 8 for Bailey Monks, 7 for Kaya Boyce, and the leading scorer with 12 was Emma Coolidge. Final score again tonight, 42-34. Wellsboro wins the game. And our next broadcast on the Blue Ridge Cable Network, that will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the Canton boys taking on the North Penn Mansfield boys. This is Chris Vaughn. We do thank you for allowing Blue Ridge Cable Television to be a part of your viewing pleasure tonight. We'll see you for a doubleheader tomorrow, both at Mansfield High School. We start at 1, North Penn Mansfield boys and Canton. Good night, everyone.